looking at your survey, sometimes the what people say seems contradictory.
Well, what's interesting, it seems to me, and as you say, politically, is if you're a politician and you want to pursue an optimistic view, there is some reason to believe that some part of the population is feeling pretty good right now. On the other hand, there's an audience for the pessimistic view because we know overwhelmingly people say, yeah, but my kids are not going to be better off than I am.
And what you study is trends. So what is the trend?
Well, I think the most interesting trend here, well, there's a couple. One is we haven't seen people believe in the future since the financial crisis. And will that ever turn around again? Or are we permanently negative about the future, in part because of the financial crisis? The second trend is we see that even in countries where people feel good about the current economy, they still feel lousy about the future. You would expect those two things to go together. They don't. A third trend, which I think is fairly positive, is young people tend to be more optimistic about the future than older people. And that's who you want to be optimistic, if anybody. And finally, and we have to remind ourselves we live in very partisan societies. In those countries where people feel good about the economy, if your government is a right-of-center government, you tend to feel better about the economy than people in your society who are on the left of center. And if you're left of center and your government's left of center,
it depends who's in power.
It depends who's in power. In the United States, 30% of Republicans in 2016 said the economy was doing well. In 2017, 60% of Republicans said the economy was doing better. The economy didn't get that much better.
You talk about a partisan world, more and more partisan, the city versus the suburbs, the left versus the right.
You certainly, I think, saw that in part in the French election. You saw that in the U.S. election, where you had new divisions opening up in the society between better educated people and less educated people, urban people and rural people. We had a wonderful question before the election in the U.S. where we asked people, who are you going to vote for, Trump or Clinton? And then, would you ever like to travel abroad? And a majority of the Clinton voters said yes, and two-thirds of the Trump voters said no. So there's a cosmopolitan break here as well.
All right, Bruce Stokes of the Pew Research Institute. Many thanks for being with us.
Thank you.